Yeah, Media Productions.
Today, my name is Habeeb, and today I just want to talk about why most of us make decisions that are wrong, and we find it difficult to take back our decisions, even when we know it is definitely wrong. Now, I was talking to a child the other day. I was asking him some questions that were relevant in his own decisions. So I was asking the child, say, you did this, so why did you do it? He said, and I quote, he said that, I didn't do it because I feel the need to do it or because I have to make a choice. I did it because I see a lot of people doing it and I feel satisfied doing what other people do. And I couldn't hesitate to tell him that what he has just done is as a result of a bandwagon effect. So the kid proceeded to ask me, he said, what is bandwagon effect and how does that make me do what people have done or what people do? So I took my time to explain to him, saying that bandwagon effect is a theory that says that people tend to do what people tend to do. For example, when you see someone doing something and you respect that person a lot, irrespective of the thing being right or wrong, you tend to assimilate the person. So when you see a lot of people, especially when they are carrying the word majority, do something that other people do not do, then there is a bandwagon effect that shows the tendency of you also doing that kind of a thing, even if it is apparently bad in status. So when I told the kid, he said, okay, he understands what bandwagon effect means now. So why does that have to do with the decision he made? So I told him that this is what happened. Bandwagon effect is let me say it has to do a lot with self-esteem. So when you don't have a reputable and credible self-esteem, you tend to do a lot of things that people do without even considering whether these are things that you are meant to do, whether these things are relevant for the step you're taking, or whether these things are relevant for your attitude or towards your success. You don't think about all those things because you believe that people are doing certain things and you also need to do it to feel belonging, to them, to feel among, to be among the team. For example, let's say you have 10 friends, and out of the 10 friends, 9 of them say they want to go and jump into the river without wearing a floating jacket, and apparently the decisions are absolutely bad. It has consequences that could lead to death or other circumstances that are really bad. And despite the fact that that what these people are doing, what they have decided to do is bad, bandwagon effect make your self-esteem low because you feel like, because they doing these things and I'm not doing it, maybe I'm not the type or something like that, but maybe because they're doing these things, and even though quite right that this thing that they want to do is bad, but the bandwagon effect make you say that because these are my friends and all of them except me want to go jump into the river without having a floating jacket put on. So you begin to question yourself. But if you have self-esteem, if your esteem is quite strong and credible, and you are able to count on it, then you think otherwise. You say, no, these people are making a bad decision. How can you jump into the river without having a floating jacket? What if you get drowned? What if some of them dies? What's gonna happen? So you begin to weigh the consequences of the actions. You begin to weigh what the result is going to be, and from there you took your stand. You decide that no, I'm not going to join them, and it gives you the courage to even try and persuade them, to help them see things through and tell them, oh my friend, it's not good for us to jump into the river without having a floating jacket. So this is what bandwagon effect does. And the second theory I'm going to talk about is the is the spiral of silence. You see, spiral of silence and bandwagon effect, they are interconnected, but they are entirely different from each other. Even though both theories have to do with the personality and personal of an individual regarding the decision he's going to make or regarding the actions he's going to make. So while bandwagon effect brings you to the tendency that you are open to do what people do, or because people do something or people don't do something, you also will do it or you won't. Spiral of silence says that if your opinion is asked or you are meant to express something in a group or in a let me say in something that is more than 2 or 3, and all the people in that group or in that conversation, they say something that are related to themselves. For example, you are asking them, why do they think democracy is good? And 90% of them keep saying democracy is good, democracy is good, democracy is good. And when it is your turn, when you're asked whether democracy is good, you feel like, because these people, they are much, so why would I have an entire opinion to them? These people are much, so I should just join them. So that's what spiral of silence do. It silences you, so you have to talk in connection or with relevance to what people have said without even having finding out whether this thing they have said is actually right or wrong or appealing or appalling. So that's just that. And spiral of silence also work in other ways. For example, spiral of silence are some psychological and sociological factors that determine what you are going to say in response to what other people have said. For example, you are being asked a question and your teacher, who you give due respect to and whom you know so well that he or she is intellectual and is very knowledgeable, and you are being asked question, and if your teacher says something, gives a reply about something, even though that thing is wrong, but you know is your teacher and you know that absolutely this person is knowledgeable, so spiral of silence creeps in. It makes you, even when you know your teacher is wrong, you also would tend to keep silent. So those are the things. My name is Jaypee-d-poet. Peace.